Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. I've been busy working on this house, doing some plumbing and stuff. I'm a mess right now. I had to stop by and pick up some more pipes and some fittings and things from here at the house, but I wanted to stop in for a minute and talk about the Cowboys always wait too long to do stuff, okay? And here's where I'm wondering, this is my thoughts right here, if the Cowboys should be proactive now with George Pickens. I'm being serious now. Oh, shit! Because the way it's heading right now, let me actually pull out my calculator. Let me pull out my calculator here and see what we're looking at right now. Hold on. Just bear with me for a second here. Let me get my calculator. Let's take 300 yards divided by 4 games. That's 75 yards a game. 75 yards a game times 17 if you were to play all of those. That is 1,275 yards. Okay, so 1,275 yards. George Pickens has 4 TDs. Okay, so George Pickens, okay, let me see if I get this straight. Okay, George Pickens is got on pace for 1,275 yards, 17 TDs, and he's averaging 14.3 yards per completion. Yeah. Oh, shit! And mind you, he split 3 games with CeeDee Lamb. This is our number 2 wide receiver. On pace for 1,275 yards, 17 TDs, and 14.3 yards per completion. To give you an example, we got 4 games in, okay? And let's look at Michael Gallup, the last 2 years. Michael Gallup stats for the 2 years that he was paid by us. Let's see. Michael Gallup, okay, in 22, after he got paid, 424 yards. Oh, shit! And after 23, 418 yards. And we gave him a contract extension while he had a torn ACL, right? And that was after the 445 yards he had the year before. Clearly, he is thriving with a legitimate quarterback. A legitimate quarterback makes him amazing. So here's the thing. Let's go back here. I'm doing this because while we're working here, wide receiver stats 24. Let's see where that would put him. Player stats in 24 from NFL.com. Okay, let's see. Yards. Okay. So Jamar Chase had 1,700 yards. Justin Jefferson had 15 yards. And Brian Thomas had 1,282 yards. Drake London, 1,271. So what we're talking about is, I'm St. Brown. It's 1,263 yards last year. And Jerry Jeudy, 1,229. So I think Amon St. Brown, didn't he get a new contract? I think he got a new contract. So right now what we're saying is his numbers are going to put him, provided CeeDee Lamb doesn't beat it, as a top 5 wide receiver. As a top 5 wide receiver. What do we think? Let's see. Okay, Amon-Ra St. Brown contract is 4 years, $120 million extension with the Detroit Lions. 4 years, $120 million. $30 million a year. $30 million a year. He signed that last April. So here's the problem we have. If George Pickens continues to play like he is, he may be the biggest free agent of the offseason. I'm not kidding you. Seriously. You're talking about a guy who may be a free agent coming off of 1,275 yards, 17 TDs. Extrapolating. It may not be that much. It may be more. I don't think he's going to have 17 TDs, but then again, if CD comes back, he's going to take some of that. But hypothetically, he's on track to have he'll be plus 1,000 yards. How about that? He'll be plus 8 TDs. I think he'll get more than 4 more TDs in 13 games. I think that's the safe. Let's say 10 TDs. Here's George Pickens. Let's see, TDs. Where does 10 TDs put you? 10 TDs. T. Higgins last year had 911 yards and 10 TDs. And Justin Jefferson had 10 TDs. And Brian Thomas had 10 TDs. So that puts you in the top 7 if he gets 10 TDs. This is where the Cowboys might want to be proactive than reactive. Listen to my man after the game. Uh-oh. The wheel of death. Hold on. Let's try it again.
In a big way, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns. Walk me through this game.
It was definitely a competitive game. I'll probably most definitely say Packers came down. As soon as they got the ball, they scored. And then me personally, all I want to do is just answer and keep answering.
Ty, ever been a part of one?
Yeah, I've never been a part of a tie in my life. I didn't even know football worked like that. I thought we just would start another quarter right now and keep going. But a tie is first time, yeah.
What does it say about this team, the way that you guys battled? Nobody had you guys winning this one.
Yeah, I'll probably just say resiliency for sure. Anytime you can come out where you get a turnover, you get stopped, and we can come out and we can score, and then we can respond and do the same thing back to back to back all the way to 40 points. I'll definitely say resiliency.
Jalen Tolbert, that little toe tap there at the end. What did you think about his performance?
I think he played great. I think JT need more credit as well because without the toe tap, we don't get down there to kick the field goal. They were already up. You never know. It might be a different story. But shout out to JT for sure.
Well, 2 crazy games here in the last couple of weeks in overtime. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing more production from you.
All right. So the Cowboys have a big problem. Hey, I mean, this is the kind of problems you like to have. This is the kind of problems you'd like to have. And so you may not, Jerry, said some great things, yesterday about him. Jerry, you might want to be thinking about trying to get him locked down because that price is going to be going through the roof. Alrighty, people, I'm going to go back over here and do some more plumbing for at least another hour or so. See if I can finish getting all of the waste lines hooked up for this new shower and toilet and sink and stuff over here and maybe start getting the supplies going. All right, as always, I appreciate you guys. Peace.